Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures, where I'll be talking and reviewing action figures from different manufacturers. Today we're going to be having a closer look at the 60th anniversary figure from the G.I.Joe classified line. So this is the US Marine Sniper, or the Action Marine Sniper. Now, before going into it, I'm not going to do much about the history because this is just a remake or honoring the figures that came out in 1964 of the G.I. Joe Classic series. So that's why this is the figure. But most of all, I want to talk about something that I got a lot of flack for. Now, when this figure was announced, I was very happy. As you know, I'm a huge army builder, and I was looking forward to be having this kind of figure because, I mean, this is perfect. As you can see here, you would want to army build this figure because it's cool to have all these guys with this ghillie suit and the sniper equipment, all this kind of gear. Looks pretty neat if you're going to use it to make, how do you say, an army build. Now, the thing is, I learned that it was a female figure that did it for it. I do not understand why Hasbro decided to go with female, knowing that G.I. Joe is 99% men and 1% women. So army build would be very limited. So I did say that sucked. I got a lot of flack about it. A lot of people were going after me about this comment. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comment section if you want to. But I found it very disappointing because we're talking about these packs, if it's the Action Marine, Action Soldier, Action Navy, all these sets are to army build. This is like a typical grunt, basic trooper to build up. So now that I've got that out, let me know if you think, am I right and am I wrong? And also, most importantly, is this set worse than what I thought it would be? I will be talking about it when I'm going to do it. Now, of course, we have the box. This is the one I have. This is the one from my Mint in Box collection. This is the one I opened. So not to be able to flip them around. As you can see, you have the window box. Perfect. I like this. You see everything or mostly what you get into the box. So really great. And over here you have some designs. You have the logo, who's definitely no logo for the Marines, but I can understand that they don't want to use any Marine logo due to the copyright. You have the same problem with Gung Ho. Gung Ho lost his Marine tattoo emblem on it because Hasbro doesn't want to pay the copyrights for that to the USMC. So here, this is something I'm going to get on to at a later point. So, of course, let's get into the detail of the box. Of course, like you know, I have opened already the box. I have the figure. Now, there's a reason I removed this, so you will understand later on. So, we have the sniper rifle. You can remove the charger. You have the backpack. You have two submachine guns. Let's put this over here. You have a knife. You have a pistol, you have two silencers, you have, of course, the scope, you have the bipod, you have, of course, the extra hands, you have a hat, you have a Bowie hat, you have the other head. This is the one who's been given on the figure. Then you have a rangefinder, you have, of course, the fantastic stand that every figure should be coming for. You have the ghillie suit, and then you have the carry case for the sniper rifle. So let's talk a bit about the gear, the different stuff. So of course, I have put again most of the items over here, so we're going to go in this way. So most of the gear was over here is, and with this, was the one who was given with low light version. So of course it's a reused. The knife, don't remember where this one was reused, but looks a bit like a K-bar, so good for Hasbro. Then we have a silencer with a pistol. Now this pistol was reused. This is the Uzi that was given with our friend Snake Eyes. And Of course, let's take a closer look also at the backpack. The carry case for the rifle, as you can see. Nice to have the green and the brown inside, give some contrast, looks nice. And we're going to be going in the ghillie suit a bit later on. Now, I'm going to take this head here. So we're talking about it. Now, you can't really see. If you look over there, here, she's wearing makeup. She has blush on her cheeks. I mean, come on, Hasbro, I understand. If she's going up for a party costume for Halloween, I mean, it's coming soon, you would put up. But I mean, she's supposed to be a sniper. The other head has camo paint on it. Shouldn't she have camo paint? I mean, due to the fact that she has a darker skin complexion than this sniper, shouldn't you have more paint on it so that it doesn't stick out like this? Because, I mean, this is pretty bad. Now, afterwards, when I was talking about why I was like, well, this, we could see what we could do with the sniper women. Now, you have two headpieces here who go on. As you can see, mostly red hair, a bit similar. The haircut is not the same. So this is definitely supposed to be, you should be able to build three figures. But I mean, imagine having two red head on the stuff. It's pretty hard. I would have preferred that they would have gone with maybe a browner color, darker color to go with it. But hey, that's what they wanted to do. Now this is pretty hard to put on. It takes a bit of really pushing in, and here we have it. So this is with the bony hat. Yeah, you can see here. Oops. Yeah, I can see a bit what I was telling you about. Of course, the hat fits on really pretty well. Cannot really complain about it. It's a pain in the butt to remove, but it's otherwise pretty neat. So it's really hard to remove this. I'm not convinced that this is going to be something that's going to last. Personally, I do like this one a lot. Could you say this could be a Scarlet in out on the fields dressed up differently? Yeah, you could. And the fact that she has those glasses and kind of diminishes the tank, but this head looks not too bad. Now, another big problem with this figure, if you are going to interchange the heads, this comes off. Now, this means you could try to pull this off and see if you could fit another head. I haven't tried it, because I'm not too keen of wanting to break it. But you have a neck, so that means you can't even take another I.Joe figure and interchange the heads from Lady J, Scarlet, to do any kind of stuff. So this is the other head. Personally, I like this head a lot. I think it's a bit better due to the fact that this looks more realistic, that you're going to be painting up your figure and you're going to have war paint. Because the question, if you're going to wear a ghillie suit, well, it's to be able to hide in the mid, not stick out like a sore thorn in the middle of something. Now, here's another thing that is a bit of a shame. The suit looks kind of interesting, but I mean, it doesn't fit that well. Would I have preferred something in plastic, a bit, maybe a softer plastic, not to have this kind of effect, a bit like the scarf that you get with Stalker, would have made more sense, but this has a tendency of not really holding that well on the head and kind of sticks up, like if she had an afro cut. So I think this is a bit of a shame also, but it's good to have something on it. So as you can see, I am not a big fan about this figure. The only positive point that I found who's better than Lowlight, this pistol does hold a lot better on it than the one that was given with Lowlight. I don't know if it's the green paint or did they do something to thicken the things, but yeah, it works not too bad. So let's gear up this figure and give you my final thoughts on this figure, and do I think it's going to be a collectible item. Now, regarding the collectible item part, I'm not very convinced about this figure. I don't think it's going to go hitting high markets due to the fact that it's a general release and the fact that you are very limited in your army build skills for this figure. Well, this puts it at a disadvantage, if we can say like that, towards the other ones who are a bit more army buildable friendly than this one. So I believe this one's going to go in clearance and in the recycling bin at most of the shops. Now, another thing that I think is the fact that this is a bit really special, but you can see also you're going to get some little issues if you want to try to gear her up in this kind of way. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be a high-end collectible figure at the end of the day. Oops, I forgot something here. It's a problem when you're dismantling things. So my final thoughts about this figure are, well, as you can see, it is pretty bad. Would I say, personally for me, I would say that this figure is one of the worst figures that came out. It's the worst figure in the 60th anniversary. I haven't got the Halo guy because I ordered through my wholesale account, so because that one seems to be excellent for army building. For now, I would put the Action Soldier, Action Navy, and this one last. And at the end of the day, I believe she is going to stay last on the list, and a bit of a huge disappointment. At a little point, I mean, you're giving her a K-bar, no place to put it on her. So this is another big, huge disappointment for this figure here. Now, I would say if I have to give a value to this figure, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Due to the fact that there's a lot of issues, simple things that could have been course corrected and could have been done in a way better way than what they did with it, and the fact that she's female, nothing to do with the gender problem. But as I said, 99% of G.I. Joe is male, and if you want to army build, you want to army build with something that is possible. And the fact that you have to remove the neck is attached, well, there's no way that you're going to be able to army build this figure. So that's going to be it for the review of the Action Marine Sniper. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And if you want to check out some pictures, I haven't done anything for them yet for these 60th anniversaries. You can go to my Facebook page or to my Instagram page. You will have the links in the description. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!